and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be having lunch at the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill at the Lehigh Valley Mall near Allentown, Pennsylvania. Being the introvert I am, I again got here just when they opened. I am the first one here. In a few minutes I'll take a quick tour of what they have, and then I'll see how much damage I can do. A quick look at the pricing. Pause if you want to study it. Okay, my intention here was to show the buffet and what was offered. I was just told I'm not allowed to do that. More on that later. But I'm going to start eating anyway. Okay, starting with some meatloaf, a couple of sliders, peppered onions, and a hot dog. Okay, second round is some pasta, yeast roll, and some coleslaw. These are three of my favorite things on this buffet, normally. And some mac and cheese, corn, yellow rice, and a piece of chicken. As usual at a buffet, I start by sampling things that I think will be interesting or good, and then as I go on, I have seconds of things I enjoyed. In this case, a slider, a hot dog, mac and cheese, and corn. One more trip before dessert, a little bit more of the baked pasta, another yeast roll, and a piece of chicken, which is pretty good today. Starting off dessert with some bread pudding, vanilla cake, chocolate cake with chocolate chips. I don't exactly know what they call this. Taste-wise, they're like a devil dog or a whoopie pie, but in mini cupcake form, and of course some coffee. Okay, this time some apple pie, carrot cake, a little bit more bread pudding. That empty space in the middle is going to be for some ice cream because it looked like the ice cream machine was working for a change, but it is not. It hasn't been working since they reopened after the pandemic. I don't know what the problem is. And I think this will be my last one. We have some pumpkin pie, another piece of vanilla cake, another one of those little cupcakes, some red velvet cake, a Rice Krispie square. It's unusual. Normally the Rice Krispie squares and marshmallows are dipped in chocolate. They got rid of the chocolate fountain where you dip them yourself, but today there's no chocolate either at all. They didn't dip them, and you can't dip them. Unusual. Anyway, this will probably be my last trip up. And here is the bill for today. The early bird discount and the drink. Well, my intention was more of filming and showing the food and less of me talking, but it didn't work out that way. Surprised that I was not allowed to film the buffet. It hasn't happened to me before. I've watched hundreds of review videos of restaurants, and I've not seen that. And usually, if a place, you go into a restaurant and they say, well, you can't film in here, that's when you're, the reporter with the evening news after you read about the 48 health code violations. Kind of speaks without words, if you ask me. But anyway, so talking about the Golden Buffet, first of all, I can only talk about, or I will only talk about today's visit because I've been here many times. And I will say the food today was probably the best I've had. It's the best it's been at this location since I've been here. If I were to give ratings to this, as far as well, I'll give two sets of ratings. I'll give one as far as buffets in general, and one in comparison to other Golden Corral restaurants, and I'll explain that in a moment. As far as buffets in general, and when I give a rating scale, I go 1 to 10. 1 is inedible or barely edible. 10 is the best I've ever had. 5 is what I would say average, right down the middle. As far as this selection, I would compared to buffets in general, I would give this about a 5.5. I've seen many smaller buffets with limited selections. For one this size, it's not the selections you might expect. The quality of the food, and again, I will only rate the meal I had today and not any previous knowledge I've had. Today's meal, food quality, I would give about a 7.5. It was quite good. Everything was well prepared. The only thing, the pumpkin pie had a strange, almost like it had been around for a while, but other than that, everything was just fine. Now, compared to other Golden Corrals, selection I would give about a 4, maybe a 3.5. Quality of the food, today, comparatively, 7. Today was one of the better meals I've had here. The reason I mentioned that, Golden Corral has been one of my favorite buffets, favorite restaurants for many, many years. I lived for quite a while in central Pennsylvania. The Golden Corral there, I would go at least 3 times a month, if not weekly. It was excellent. I moved here back home to the Lehigh Valley here about a decade ago, and there were no Golden Corrals around until this one opened. I was waiting with excitement for this one to open. I was here the day they opened, and it just didn't measure up. And they closed down for COVID, and when they reopened, again, it was not great. Consistency. Some days you'll get a really good meal, other days it'll be terrible. Selection has never been great. This has, compared to the other Golden Corrals to which I've been, has much larger seating area, but the amount of food, the selection is no better. If anything, it's worse. Again, quality and preparation of the food is hit or miss. I showed you my bill. There are several discounts which you can take advantage of to make it worth your while. I think if I had to pay full price, you wouldn't see me here ever. But there's lunch is cheaper than dinner. There's an early bird discount, a senior discount. I think they coincide. Also, if you happen to be a member of Sam's Club, you can. I use gift cards. I buy gift cards at Sam's Club. $50 worth of gift cards normally cost $37.50, so you're getting a discount there. And there are certain times during the year when Sam's Club will have a sale, and the gift cards are even less expensive. They're always less than face value. And taking advantage of whatever discounts you can almost get the price down to half price, which then to me is worth it. If it were paying full price, honestly, it wouldn't be worth it for me. That is my lunch at the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I wanted to add a little epilogue or coda, if you will, to this video about Golden Corral. I'm curious, others of you who have been to or frequently go to Golden Corral, what's your impression? Both this particular Golden Corral and also if you're from outside the Lehigh Valley and frequent other Golden Corrals, is this the norm or the exception? Are they notably inconsistent? Is this one just particularly low on the scale, or is this what they are and I just happen to get lucky with some other ones? I'd really like your impressions in the comments. Please discuss this. Thank you.